You're sitting there, minding your own business when suddenly, hic. Before we meet Darwin's shell-shaking sidekick, meet Iowa farmer Charles Osborne. His hiccups started in 1922 and lasted a record 68 years, outlasting every TV remote battery ever made. Meanwhile, in 2007, Florida teenager Jennifer Mee set the world's shortest hiccup bout, 21 hours, proving not all records are marathon struggles.
Aha, Doodles.
In 1981, one unlucky woman in Iowa hiccuped for 5 weeks straight. Doctors finally cured her with a spoonful of peanut butter. But let's zoom in on the hiccup reflex itself. This quirky glitch dates back to our fishy ancestors, an involuntary contraction of your diaphragm, controlled by a reflex arc. Once triggered, that reflex makes your diaphragm jerk. Then your glottis, the space between your vocal cords, slams shut. In just 35 milliseconds. That glottal slam isn't just loud. It's the fastest muscle twitch in your body, clocking in at 35 milliseconds, quicker than a TikTok trend fades. That twitchy spasm. It's your phrenic nerve, nicknamed the hiccup highway, zipping signals from your C3, C5 vertebrae like a text on read receipts. It's not something you control. It's a reflex arc, a pre-programmed loop in your nervous system. When triggered, the diaphragm contracts, and about 35 milliseconds later, the glottis slams shut. That's the hic sound. The glottis acts like a door, slamming right when air is rushing in. The air hits the closed door and bounces back with a hic. It all happens in less time than it takes to blink. A blink takes about 100 to 150 milliseconds. A hiccup sequence, nerve to muscle to closure, runs about 35 milliseconds. That's fast. This 35 millisecond glitch stars your phrenic nerve as the jittery director, sending a wrong cue to the diaphragm. That diaphragm spasm hits you at lightning speed, clocking in at a snappy 35 milliseconds, faster than your eye can blink. But here's the twist, you're not a fish. You haven't had gills in, about 375 million years. Turns out the hiccup's exact same pattern, diaphragm spasm, glottis snap, is how tadpoles breathe. They gulp water, force it over their gills, then slam the glottis shut to keep it from flooding their lungs. Tadpoles hiccup to pump water over their gills, like a tiny fishy siphon party in their throats. Even newborn humans hiccup to clear milk from their windpipes, like a tiny, squeaky vacuum cleaner. Turns out, even 250 million-year-old lungfish hiccup, so this reflex is older than the dinosaurs. You latch on and suddenly, milk. But here's the problem. Milk isn't the only thing going in. Air sneaks in too, filling your stomach like a balloon. Too much air, and you can't drink anymore. So your body does something clever. It triggers a hiccup, same diaphragm spasm, same glottis snap. But this time, the hiccup isn't about gills. It's about milk. The spasm forces air up and out, clearing space for more food. Turns out, even fetuses hiccup in the womb. Ultrasounds catch them practicing at just 9 weeks, long before they're ordering their first milkshake. Okay, so your inner baby's still flipping that switch. But why does it flip now? Turns out the reflex is super easy to trip. Eat too fast. Boom, diaphragm spasm. Carbonated drinks. The bubbles tickle your esophagus like a feather. Hic, even excitement works. Your brain gets overexcited and sends a rogue signal. Oops, stress. Same. Your body's already tense, so the reflex just slips. Sudden temperature change. Your throat's like, what was that? And hiccups. Turns out the vagus nerve, your body's longest info highway, gets jittery and overreacts to all this drama. And this ancient vagus nerve's been running the show since our fishy ancestors gulped air 400 million years ago. Yet for some unlucky souls like poor Charles Osborne, a hiccup can outlast a Netflix binge marathon. By 68 years, he ate, hiccup, slept, hiccup, got married twice, hiccup, even fathered 8 kids. Hiccup, hiccup, hiccup. Doctors at Iowa St. Mary's Hospital logged every single hic, 69 years, 430 million spasms, 0 answers, and 1 Guinness World Record. He lived 1 more year hiccup-free. And yeah, scientists still don't know why it started, or why it stopped. Hold your breath. The idea: cut off oxygen, reset the diaphragm, drink water upside down. The tilt forces your throat to work differently, breaking the hiccup loop. Or just get scared. A sudden jolt distracts your brain, interrupts the hiccup signal. But here's the kicker. Hiccups might be a leftover reflex from when our fishy ancestors first learned to gulp air.